Twilight of the Apprentice, Ahsoka and Anakin are reunited, but it is not at all on the terms either would have predicted for themselves years ago. Vader finds himself pursuing the power of the Sith Temple, while Ahsoka stands in his way, hopeful the truth of Anakin Skywalker is not that he fell victim to the darkness, and has been transformed into this Dark Lord, an agent for the Sith. In the episode, Ahsoka tries multiple times to get her former master to yet again embrace the light within him and the personality that was Anakin Skywalker. Ultimately, however, Ahsoka fails and the dominant personality of Darth Vader remains. But this brings up the question, would it be at all possible for Ahsoka to pull Vader back fully under the guise of the light side? Anakin and Ahsoka fought by one another for years. Anakin's bond with his apprentice may have only been overshadowed by that of Obi-Wan Kenobi or Padme. Over the course of meeting each other yet again on Malachor, the two have several drastic realizations. The first is that it is revealed to Ahsoka that her master has truly been corrupted by the dark side. This was done by having Ahsoka strike Vader in the face, and the voices of Anakin and Vader play at the same time. It was said in the behind the scenes that Ahsoka hearing Anakin's voice come from Darth Vader was her confirmation that he was truly gone. Despite this, Ahsoka tries a final time to bring Anakin back. To understand why Darth Vader refused this offer, we must first understand the mindset of Darth Vader. Darth Vader's #1 priority is to keep the personality of Anakin Skywalker buried. Anakin represents everything Darth Vader is not. To Vader, Anakin is the boy who failed to save his wife and mother. Only by accepting the weaknesses and faults of that personality could Anakin ever return. As an extension of that, the connection and relationship with Ahsoka was one important and formed by Anakin. By embracing that, Vader accepts that he is Anakin Skywalker, which mentally he has told himself has been destroyed. Vader views Anakin as a separate person, a part of his personality that is now gone. Despite this, there is a moment where Vader calls to Ahsoka, and there is a glimpse of her former master. Although the personality of Darth Vader remains dominant, Anakin briefly peers from behind the mask. Later, it was confirmed by Dave Filoni that it would have been impossible for Ahsoka to turn Vader back to the light, as that would lessen the impact Luke has on Vader in Return of the Jedi, and the final decision by Vader to save his son. This is the full quote. "I personally have never felt that anything changes Vader until Luke," Filoni said. "The Vader that we encounter in Rebels was always meant to be one devoid of emotions, except for anger, hate, and suffering. That he was so trapped inside himself because of the terrible things that happened. Anakin never thinks of himself as betraying his friends. He sees it as his friends betrayed him and the Republic. He has to live on that side of the fence because the truth is just too damning. So he wants to destroy Ahsoka because she represents his past. She represents knowledge of who he was, and he wants to wipe that out. His son represents a potential future because his son wouldn't know who he was, so he could build a new galaxy together with his son. His apprentice is his past, and he needs to destroy her." End quote. The sad truth is Ahsoka still represents the past of Anakin and the weaknesses Vader sees. As Filoni states, the thing that brings him back is Luke and what he represents, that he can have family again and create a life worth living. Ahsoka represents a life left in ruin, where there is nothing for Vader, and therefore, Anakin remains buried. When Vader meets Ahsoka again, he is not reminded of the times they shared in happiness, but rather the suffering of that life. For Vader, the memories of Anakin are not viewed through rose-tinted glasses, quite the opposite in fact. Anakin is everything Vader hates, and shares connections with everything he hates. In a way, when Vader attempts to kill Ahsoka, he's not truly after her demise, but the demise of a memory he has fought his entire new life to destroy. To answer the question, no, Ahsoka could not have turned Darth Vader back to the light. I would love to hear your opinion on this and the mindset of Darth Vader during the Twilight of the Apprentice. If you have future video suggestions you would like to see covered, please leave them in the comments down below, as I may make a video on them. If you enjoyed the video and feel it deserves it, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a like, as it helps the channel out a great deal. If you haven't already, maybe consider subscribing to ensure you stay up to date with everything Star Wars related, from news, theories, and of course, explanation videos. If you would like to contact me directly, the best place to do so is on Twitter at thestupendousswave. Thanks so much for watching, may the Force be with you, and have a great day.